Good morning, Internet. This is Alex does Sudokus, and it is Sunday, the 3rd of January 2021. Welcome to the stream just week, and anyone else in the stream. I will be doing, as usual, today's New York Times Sudokus, and we are going to have a go at the mini crosswords later as well. So let's dive right in with the New York Times easy puzzle, easy Sudoku, just to warm ourselves up a bit. Morning, Jews, how are you? Yeah, let's just get started, and then we'll tackle some harder puzzles. So let's see. I can see the ones, and not all the ones can be filled in, but I can place a few twos. What about the threes? They're not being friendly, if I'm honest, but I can place those threes, and I think that's as far as I can get with the threes. What about the fours? So this is just a warm-up, so I'm not gonna kind of go through what's really going on with Sudokus. But the rule for Sudoku, if you don't know, is you want to basically place all the numbers from 1 to 9 on every single row, columns, and cages, basically. A cage is what I define a grid of 9 cells. So, yeah, so let's go from there and see what we can get. This puzzle is looking a little bit sticky, admittedly, because, yeah, it's a little bit hard to finalize where some of the numbers go. So, but the more we take off, the easier it should get. So, let's see now. Place some more 8s, and I tend to do this just as an exercise to kind of help me see numbers, basically, and know what they are and know how to put them in on the grid. So it is a bit of an essential diet for, oops, meant to put it in there, for a Sudoku player. So we are mopping up now. 5, 5. What is this? This is a 9, isn't it? Oh, did I not do all the 9s? I guess not. Oh, pardon me. Definitely got the sniffles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, and finally a 2. That was definitely a bit of a slow one. Okay, so let's do some proper walkthroughs with the medium New York Times Sudokus. So this is more like a typical Sudoku puzzle that you'll find, where you get a fewer numbers, and the method that I adopt for Sudokus is called the Snyder notations. And what you do is, what I do anyway, is I scan the numbers from 1 to 9. So for instance, if I look at these ones at the top, I'll scan across to see that if each of the numbers from 1 to 9 have to live on every single row, then there's nowhere any more 1s on the top 2 rows. And if I look at here, I've got 1 on this column as well. So there are only 2 places that the one can go in this cage. And in Snyder notations, we basically pencil mark in 2 candidates per cage, per number, basically. So I'm happy to place the 2 1s in, and I can move on, basically. So, can I do more of the 1s? I can't, because everywhere else there are at least 3 possible candidates. Like in here, I've got these 3 cells, even though these 2 cells are taken. So we're going to ignore those for now and come back to them later. And if we move on to the 2s, for instance, I can see that the 2 has to live on this cell because this column is taken by this 2, this column is taken by that 2, and this 2 blocks that cell, so there's only one place for the 2 to live. And with that, I can open up a pair of 2s over here because rows 1 and 3 are taken, and I've got column 7 taken by this 2 as well. So, and with that, we can typically solve the medium puzzle pretty easily. So I'm just going to pencil mark in all the 2's because this 2 and that 2 nicely block off the bottom and right dimensions, the bottom row and the right column. Okay, so let's carry on and just speed up a little bit. We've got a pair of 3's here with this 3. That means there's another pair of 3's over there on column 9, except I've got a 3 on row 3 as well. So I can actually deduce the 3 lifts here. And this is where Snyder notation starts coming into play. When I place this 3, I've just erased a 2 as a candidate. And since I know that I'm only pencil marking 2 candidates per cage, I know that there's only 1 place left for the 2, so the 2 can live there. And with that 2, I can erase another 2 down here, so this must be a 2. So yeah, this is basically Snyder notations in a nutshell, and let's see how we fare for the rest of the puzzle. I don't think I can do much more with the 3's, but I can see a pair of 4's here, which unlocks another 4 up there, because this 4 and that 4 blocks those 3 cells. So that allows me to place another 4 here, because columns 1 and 2 are taken by these 4's. So when you've got a pair of 4's that are lined up vertically or horizontally, they basically block the entire column or the row. So they're called pointing pairs, I think. But I call them pointed pairs because I'm used to it. I mistakenly heard they're called pointed pairs, so that just stuck basically. But basically means this cell can't be a 4, or there'll be nowhere for the 4 to go in this cage. So yeah, so you just use the pointer pairs to find all the numbers, and suddenly I can place, I think, all the 4's on the grid. So all the 4's are now placed by just wiping out the columns or rows with the existing 4's that we've got. And part of the effect of placing this 4 is we've unlocked a 3 as well. And now we're quite happy because there's only a single cell left in this cage. And again, we need to place all the numbers from 1 to 9 in every single cage, row, and column. So that must be a 6, which is the only number missing from this cage. So, all the 4's are done. Let's move on to the 5 and see what we can do. I've got a pair of 5's here because of this 5 and that 5 over there. Can I do more of the 5's? I don't think I can. So I'm going to move on and look at the 6's. So 6's are locked in these 2 cells there thanks to this 6 blocking row 8. Therefore, they have to lift down here. Okay, so there's a little bit of a more advanced technique that is coming up for the 6's. I know that these 2 cells are the only places that a 6 can go in this cage. And the reason I know that is because this 6 blocks that cell, basically. So on this row, there are only 4 cells left. There are no 3 cells in this cage. There are no 3 cells on in this cage in terms of the 6's, because the 6 is blocked. So the only place the 6 can go on this row has to be in these 3 cells, except that 6 is blocking this cell, so the 6 has to live here. But the way I spot it is not because I was looking at every single row and see where the 6 can go. The way I found it was because when I looked at this 6, I noticed the 6 is restricted to rows 1 and 3. Therefore, if I look over here, I can see the 6 are also restricted to rows 1 and 3 here. Then there must be a 6 on row 2 somewhere, so that's how I knew that it has to be in the middle cage. And yeah, that's the last of the 6's that I can actually pencil mark in. So I'm going to move on to the 7's. 7's are not friendly, I don't think. There's only a single 7 on the grid. So this is another kind of advanced technique that I use. The logic I'll explain in a second, but I'm just going to quickly scan the board and follow the 7 basically. But you have to bear with me whilst I blow my nose because I do get the sniffles in the mornings. Part of old age, unfortunately. Okay, so what I tend to do when I find a number with a single occurrence is I will look on the rows, the columns, and the cage to see if I can find a naked single, which is not as exciting as it sounds. So, for instance, in this cell, I think I've got a naked single here. Um, the way it works is if you picture a cell with every single number's pencil marked in, to start with, if the grid is empty, then every single number can go in every single cell. And right now I'm just focusing on this cell, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to strip it naked by looking at the numbers that I can see. So I'm going to strip the 1 away. I can see a 2, so it can't be a 2. I'm going to strip it away. I can see a 4, so strip it away. I can see a 5, strip it away. Oh, actually, oh yeah, I got a 3 there, so I can strip the 3 away. I can see a 7, let's strip that away. Got an 8, I've already stripped, and a 9 I can strip away. So I've just stripped away, what is it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, and 9. And I'm left with a 6 left. And this is what we consider a naked single, basically, because none of the other numbers can live here. So it must be a 6. So, as I said, it's not as exciting as you think by the name. Um, so the reason I used the 7 to find a naked single is because if there's only a single 7 on the grid, then if you look around the board, in almost every single cell, you'll be missing a 7. So 7 will be a possible candidate in majority of the cells around the board. And so if I look at what the 7 can see, then I've removed the weakest number on the board. And so yeah, you're just basically increasing your probability of finding a number that is naked on its own, basically. So that's why I use this logic. So now that we've placed a 6, this column is looking a little bit haha, indeed. If Sudoku did involve maths, then I would definitely struggle with it. But there are Sudoku variants that do require maths. Killer Sudoku is a good example that requires some maths because rather than uniform cages, I mean they are still done in grids of 9 in every quadrant of the puzzle, but killer Sudokus also have actually what's called cages. I call cages in normal Sudokus the grids of 9, but in killer Sudokus you've got irregular cages, and what you get is the total value of the numbers within those irregular cages or regions. It's probably what I would call them if I play killer Sudokus. Um, and you basically in those cases have to do the math to work out what the total is and you need to do some subtractions and additions basically, but you need to know that, for instance, every row adds up to 45, so 2 rows will be 90, 4 rows will be 180. I have no idea what 3 rows add up to, for instance, probably 135. And with that, sometimes you need to add a lot of numbers up, a lot of cages together, because you may have cages that form neatly into almost 3 columns entirely, except for 1 cell. But if you've got the total of all the cages, bar that 1 cell from the total value in them, then you can deduce what the single cell may contain, basically. So it's quite hard to explain without showing you a killer Sudoku, really. So I will do that at some point, but not today, unfortunately. Today I'm just going to finish off this medium Sudoku. But yeah, Sudoku can be basic Sudoku or vanilla classic Sudoku, I guess. Can in theory be played with shapes or even letters. There are variants like puzzle ones where they substitute the numbers with letters just to kind of change things up a bit. And but yeah, it's really about pattern recognition rather than calculations, really. So yeah, let's see if we can finish this puzzle. So I used a semi-advanced technique with the 7 to find the 6. I don't think I'm going to get any more naked singles around. So what I am going to do is move on to the 8 before having a look at this column because this is another technique that's kind of typically late game. So let's have a look at the 8s. 8s are locked in these 3 cells. Now what I want to know is if any other numbers are locked in there. No, they aren't. So 8, I've got a pair of 8s over here. And any more 8s? No. I do have a pair of 9s there. So this 9 and that 9 locks the 9s in the same 2 cells as the 2s. And that has a special consequence, basically. If you've got 2 numbers locked in the same 2 cells, providing it's in a dimension that is relevant. So in this case, I've got the 2s and 9s in the same cage, but also on the same row. So there's an effect on this row and this cage as well. And that is that no other numbers can go in these 2 cells on this row or on this cage. What I mean by that is, for example, at the moment, if we ignore the 2s and 9s, this cell could in theory be a 1, because I've only got a 1 looking down in these 2 cells. But this cell can't be a 1 because if it's a 1, then the 2s and 9s will have to share the single cell together, and that's an impossible combination in Sudokus. So with that simple piece of logic, when you find these what's called matching pairs, you can deduce that they're basically out of play. So I can ignore these 2 cells now when I'm looking for numbers. For example, more relevant is the fact that I know I now have a pointed pair of 3s over here, because the 3s can't live in these 2 cells, or the 3s can't live in these cells either, so I've blocked off these 5 cells, leaving me 2 possible candidates. And that is useful because this is a pointed pair of 3s. So that unlocks another 3 for us because that cell can't be a 3 anymore, or there'll be nowhere for the 3 to go in this cage at all. So yeah, that's the power of matching pairs, basically. So let's see if we can do any more with it. Well, first of all, I can place a 9 here because these 2 9s effectively block off all the escape paths for this 9 in the cage. So I'm left with an 8 over here. Does this 8 do any more for us? No, it doesn't. But it does tell me the 8s are locked in these 3 cells as well. And on this row, we've only got 3 cells left. So it has to be what's called a triple. It's 3 numbers sharing 3 cells at the very least. But also, this triple live in the same cage as well. So they're actually a matching triple for not just a row, but the cage as well. So why don't we have a look at that quickly? So we'll have to live in there. It's 2 3s and 8s, aren't they? So in fact, the 3 can't live in this cell either. So this is the 3. So yeah, if we just look in this row, we can see that 2, 3, and 8 are the missing numbers. But the 3 can't live in this cell, the 3 can't live in this cell because of the pointed pair 3s. So 3 goes there, 2 goes here, and 8 has to go here. So we've just solved this entire row. Wahey! And with that in mind, we're going to continue on with the 9s and just going to mop up the grid a little bit. And I think that's all I can do with the 9s actually. So, okay. So now I've done a round of notations going from the numbers 1 to 9, and what I can do at this point is I can do another round. I can go back from 1 to 9 and see if the board has changed. I mean, by nature, when we put numbers in on the grid, it's going to change the layout and the availability of cells around the grid. So now, if I look at the 1s, for instance, it's probably going to allow me to place more pencil markings. No, actually, 1s are no good, but I'm sure there'll be a number somewhere that has more availabilities, basically. I mean, we saw that by placing the 2 and the 9, it allowed us to position some more 3s. So that's an example of the grid changing behavior as you fill in more numbers. So that is one of the things that we can do, but we're going to do something a bit different today. We are instead going to look at kind of more hard level Sudoku strategies where we're going to look at the weak areas and see if we can inverse our search to find more numbers. We've already kind of done that on this row by seeing that only 2s, 3s, and 8s could live there, and we deduced where they could go by eliminating all the impossibilities. So we worked out 3s couldn't go there, so 3 had to go there, which in turn deduced where the 2 could be, and then left only a single place for the 8. So let's see if we can do more. For instance, with this column, what are we missing? We're missing 1s, 7s, and 1, 5, and 7. 1, 5, and 7. Unfortunately, we can't actually deduce where they go on here. So what I can deduce as I was looking at the 1, 5, and 7, because I was scanning horizontally, is that 7 has to go in these 3 cells, because 7 can't go in here. In fact, I wonder if this row is going to be more rewarding if we look for the numbers. But in fact, I just noticed there's a 6 living here, because this 6 and that 6 there locks the 6 into this cell, so that opens up another 6 for us. So this is actually a triple. And what is this triple then? This is a 5, 7, and 9. Also not very useful, because I suppose I know the 7s have to live in these 2 cells, because it can't go here. But I can't see any 5s or 9s vertically, so I can't actually restrict what they are. So not getting a lot from my labour here, so that's a little bit disappointing. Any other weak areas? I've got another one here, which is 5, 6, and 7. Again, I don't think I can see anything that's useful. So, oh, I missed this column as well. That also only has 3 cells left. So that's another weak area, is 6, 7, and 3, 6, and 7. Oh my. 3, 6, and 7. Yeah, we can't resolve that either. So the weak area turns out to be not very rewarding on this medium puzzle. What about here? I've got 1s, 1, 5, 1, 5, and 7. Also can't be deduced. Damn it. That's very disappointing. And we're moving on to five possible cells now on this row. So, okay, I guess weak areas isn't useful in this puzzle just yet. So let's just do another normal scan. I'm very disappointed by this. Usually, at this stage, you should be able to make some deductions. So let's place a 1 in here first, because that's the only place the 1 can go in this cage. Does this open up any doors for us? Leaves me with a pair of 5s and 7s. Okay, that is useful. So here we've got 5s and 7s both pointing vertically, so this can't be a 7 anymore. I can resolve this 7. And I was looking for 5, 7, and 9 before. Now I've got a pointer pair of 5s looking into this cell. This can't be a 5 anymore, so it must be the 9, leaving me a 5 on this row, because I was looking for 5s and 9s, and this cell couldn't be a 5. So I guess in a way the 5, 7, 9 triple was going to work, because there was a 5, 7 pair, removing them from this cell. Okay, so anything else I can do? 5s. I've had a 5 here. Does that open any doors for us? No, it doesn't. So what's remaining in this cage? And these are 5s and 8s. Well, I've got an 8 overseeing this cell, so that must be where the 5 lives. And the other cell is where the 8 lives. So that leaves me a pair of 8s up here. I think the 5s are now down here, but there's only one place for the 5, because this 5 blocks that cell, this 5 blocks those 2 cells, and that opens up another 9 for us. That moves the 9s over here, because 9s can't live in these 2 cells anymore, and 9 can't live on this cell, so that's a 1-9 pair. So the 1-9 pair out of play on this row, I've only actually got 2 cells left to play, and they are 6 and 7. Damn it, I can't actually tell where they live. But what I can tell is in this cage, I've got 3 numbers remaining, ignoring the 1s and 9s, is 6, 7, and 8 in these 3 cells. But I've got 6 and 7 looking into this cell, so I do know that this has to be an 8. And this 8 opens up another pair of 8s down here, because column 7 and 9 are taken. So this is the only place the 8s can go because the 8s can't go here. And also there's an 8 locked down here anyway because column 5 and 6 are taken and row 7 is taken as well. So this can't be an 8 anymore. The 8 is only available here in this cell. Does that help us with more deductions? 1s and 9, that's not useful. So I've got 6 and 7 left in these two cells. Yeah, I can't tell where they are, so I'm just going to pencil mark them in because I've got 6 and 7 over here as well. But you observe that there's a 6 in this cell, so that removes the 6 from here, which breaks the 6 and 7. And since I've got 6 and 7 on the same two rows that these 6 and 7s left, it breaks these 6 and 7s as well. So we're finally laughing our way to the bank because this can't be a 6 anymore. 6 is here, 5 is here. So, and now just like pretty much an easy Sudoku where we should be able to just follow all the numbers and find where they all go. So a bit of a leap in logic, but I can break this 1 and 9 now because this 1 blocks that cell, leaving a pointer pair of 1s. So that blocks this cell, can't be a 1 anymore, which led to a pointer pair of 1s looking up here. That's how I deduce where the 1s and 9s go. And as a result, I also know this has to be a 9 on this column. It's the only number left. What about these then? These are 1s and 7s. Okay, still can't resolve them. 1s and 7s here as well, so this is a bit irritating. 7s are still being a bit stubborn. They're not letting go, so I'm going to look at the other numbers. What am I missing on this column? 3s and 7s. Also can't see where the 3s go. How disappointing. What about the 5s? I can see where the 5s go, so why don't I place a 5 here, because column 1 and 2 are taken, so this 5 unlocks the 7 and 5, and I think that's all the 5's done. So if you play Sudoku as much as I do, which is daily at the moment, you definitely get to the point where you're just going to see a lot of these kind of logics because, yeah, just training your mind a little bit. This is why I start off every day by doing the easy puzzle with no pencil markings because you have to do a lot of scanning with no candidates on the grid. And part of that is to warm myself up to kind of like scan the numbers on the grid, but also the other thing is it's training me to do more advanced leap in logic. And basically, the way I see it, the more Sudokus I can do with no pencil markings, the more likely I'll be able to see these kind of, I don't know, more, I guess, kind of chess logic in the sense that you can not see into the future, but you see things a little bit ahead. Oh, thank you for the follow. Let's see. Just need to move my OBS a little bit. Thank you for the follow. Oh my god. I'll try and pronounce your name. Tazakoni Mokuns? I'm so sorry for butchering your name. I'm terrible at reading on the best of days. I can probably read the alphabet book, but any names with more than 10 characters, 10 letters, I tend to struggle. So I hope I haven't butchered your name too much, but thank you for the follow. So I think it's time for the main event. I'm just going to timestamp it. I have to timestamp every single puzzle before I start them because then I can export them to YouTube and give the timestamps as well. So time for the hard puzzles. So this one I'm probably not going to do too much explanation. Got the letter second. Alex tried to pronounce the name. Yeah, that should literally just be my stream. My stream should just be trying to pronounce people's names because I can't do it. I just can't do it. Okay, so I'm just going to use the normal logics to place some pencil markings around the grid. So I think people who watch me on the hard Sudokus are typically more advanced players anyway, so they shouldn't have any trouble seeing these logics. So just going to jump ahead a little bit. Okay, so now I've got a 6 here because I've got 2-5 matching pair here blocking these two cells. So 6 lifts there. Any more 6s? No. Got a 7 over here, pair of 7s over here. 7, 7, 7. So 7 has to live here, here, and don't think I can deduce. Oh, I can deduce that 7. So these are the remaining 7s. So 7s are super friendly on this puzzle. 8s are here and here and here. Okay, that's a little bit irritating. The final stretch of the 8s. Let's move on to the 9s then. Got a pair of 9s there, 9s there. Ooh, 9s are a bit awkward actually. Okay, so what does that leave me? I'm left with a 3, 9, 4 triple here. Irritating. What have I got here? I think maybe I should just do another quick scan because I feel like I've opened up more doors. For instance, there's a pair of ones there, which I think I might have missed. Yeah, I think I just missed this pair of ones on my first scan, so a bit sloppy of me. I can also see now that this can't be a 1 because I've got a pointed triple 1 here, so this must be a 1 as well. 1 more 1. Yeah, definitely worth doing a second scan. Pair of 2s there. Any more 2s? Come on, little 2s. Nope, they're not coming out to play, but I have got my 3-9 pair here because this cell can't be a 3, therefore it's a 6. So that leads to another pair of 6s down here. Are the 6 friendly? I think they are because I've got a pointed pair of 6s there, which unlocks another 6 up there. Just need to blow my nose quickly, so be right back. Oh, how I wish I can have a brand new body that isn't plagued with sniffles in the morning. Sniffles are not nice. Now, where was I? I think I was looking at the 6s, wasn't I? Okay, so the 6s are locked in these cells, not super useful. 6 can still go there, so okay, not much to do. The 6s, 7s, I've pencil marked all of them in. What about the 8s? Okay, so I think this is interesting because this is a triple now, and they are a pair of 4s, 8s, and 1s, which means I've got a pair of 4s living down here. What are these then? Oh, these are 1, 4. Oh, no, these are 4, 9, and 4, 9, and 3. That's annoying. Yeah, very annoying. Should I pencil mark into 1s? No, I'll leave the 1s alone. So, 1, 4, 8. That's what I was looking at. Any more 8s? Any more 8s want to come out to play? Nope, they're being shy. No matter, we will find them later. They're not very good at hide and seek in general. Okay, so on this column we've got a weak area. We have, let's see. So yeah, I've done 2 scans of the puzzle. So this is usually when I move on to looking at the weak areas, and this is where the fun starts. So this is where we're really playing Sudoku like a puzzle. Okay, so what have we got? We've got 3, 4, and 9 on this column, I believe. So I can see a 3 here, see a 9 there. Can't see anything up here, so no dice. What's going on in this cage then? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Nope, nothing interesting going on. Any other weak areas we can look at? What about this column? This is 2, 3, and 9. So just as a quick tip for anyone starting out, On this column, I've only got 3 cells left. Now, assuming that my pencil markings are correct, they have to be 2, 3, and 9 because they are the only pencil markings that I've got on this column. So providing that I've cleaned them up correctly, then they're the only possible candidates on this column. So I don't even need to go through all the numbers. I just need to look at the pencil markings and have a quick scan. Do I have a 2? Do I have a 3? Do I have a 9? I don't. Then the 2, 3, and 9 are the only numbers left. Unfortunately, they don't really bring me any joy. So yeah, I'm not getting anything out of that. So that's disappointing. Got a quadruple here. Why don't we have a go at the quadruples? Because we haven't actually made any progress. So this is 1, 4, 1, 4, 6, 1, 4, 1, 3, 4, and 6 are missing on this column. So I can see a 1 here. I can see a 4 up here in these 2 cells. But I can't see any 3 or I've got a 6 here, I suppose. But so 6s are locked in these 2 cells. Yeah, I'm not really getting much out of this. So what about the rows? I suppose this is a pair of 3s and 9s because I've got 1, 4, and 8 over here as a triple. Let's pencil mark them in now because, yeah, we're struggling a little bit. So this is a 3 and a 9. This is a 4 and a 9, and this is 3, 4, and 9. So this is basically just another triple in this case. So, is there anything to be had? Wow, I can't see anything at all. So I guess we'll have to move on to a different logic, different technique even. Let's see, 2s and 6. So the second technique that I adopt very regularly is, I don't think it's going to get us anywhere, but it's worth a try, is you pick any cell that has 2 candidates already, and we're trying to find a hidden pair along the rows and columns with them, basically. Typically, there isn't any point in looking at the cage because I've got 7 and 9s already spaced out, so I know there isn't a 7-9 pair within the cage. But if I look at the column, for instance, I know 7 and 9 can't live in these 2 cells because they're locked in as the 1, 8 and 2, 6, but also there's a 7 and 9 in there. I also know that 7 and 9 can't live in these 2 cells because I've got a pair of 7s there and a 9 here. But a 7 can live there and a 9 can live there, so this is no good for us actually. So let's move on. 2s and 6s. Nope, not getting anything out of that. 1 and 8. 1 and 8. No. 2 and 6. Nope. Wow. Definitely struggling a little bit with this puzzle. So 4 and 9. 3 and 9. 2 and 6. Hot damn. Yeah, we are definitely struggling here. So I think we need to perhaps practice wider scope of hidden pairs. It's going to be some sort of like hidden pair interlocking around the grid, probably. Hmm. Yeah, I can't see anything jumping out at me at the moment. But I am noticing that the 1s and 7s are quite strong, so I wonder if there's actually a 1-7 pair somewhere. Because 1s and 7s are the strongest numbers, but they are kind of spread out in a really awkward manner, so no, I don't think 1s and 7s are go. Because I've got 1 here blocking the 2 7s, so no 1-7 pair. Are there any other strong numbers? No, there aren't. Okay, so I think I need to do some kind of mental pencil markings here. So in this column, I'm looking for 3, 4, and 9, right? So I think this is 4 and 9, this is 3 and 4, and this is 3, 4, and 9. I've got 2, 3, and 9 on this column, and they can live in every single cell. That's not really helping me at all. Fiddlesticks. Looks like I am stumped on another New York Times puzzle, but today I'm going to be a bit more persistent because I have a new viewer and I want to show them that Sudokus are definitely solvable with just logic. So I think I'm going to look for a weak number first to see if I can find more naked singles because the board is still fairly barren. So let's look for the weakest number. 2 is pretty weak. There are only 2 2s. 2 2s. 3's also weak. So 2s and 3s. 4s I've got at least 3 numbers of. 5s I've got 3, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9s are also weak. So 2, 3, and 9 are weak. They both only have 2 occurrences on the grid. So what I would do is look around and see if there's anywhere that the 2, 3, and 9 see each other. For instance, in this cell, I've got 2 and 9 in the cage and a 3 on this row. So these 2 cells are fairly weak. So what can they be? 1, 2, 3. So I've got 4 there. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is 5 and 7 at the very least. In fact, it's 5, 6, and 7. And that's not going to change on this cell, is it? So that's unfortunately a no-go. Anywhere else that sees a 2, 3, and 9? I suppose these cells see 2, 3, and 9 as well. In fact, this is an empty cell. So I've got 2 and 9, but also I've got a 3 on this column. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4. Missing a 5. I can't see a 6. I've got 7, haven't got an 8. So that's also not working. Oh, damn. I feel I'm missing something. There's something going on in this cage, and I'm not getting it. And I'm not quite sure what it is. So let's look at all the numbers and see where they live. 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4's live over here. That's a lot of places for it to live, really. Oh my god. How have I missed that? There's a pair of 4's here. And that's really powerful because it creates a pointer pair of 4's. So this 4 opens up a pointer pair of 4's. I can't believe I missed that the whole time. That is very painful because that opens up the 4 over here. So that means I've got a triple left. And this has to be a 1 because the 1 can't lift in these 2 cells. And that leaves me a pair now of... also, let's place the 1's over there. So that leaves me a pair of 3's and 3's and 6's. That's annoying. Don't like it. Okay, but I think it's probably worth doing a second scan now because I suspect the puzzle is going to be a bit more friendly to our cause. For instance, I now got a 3 up there as well, so that 3's probably been living there for a while as well because I've got a pointer pair 3 and a 3 over there, so I'm definitely being very sloppy with today's puzzle. I'm not seeing everything that I should be seeing. Got a pointer pair of 8s now, so 8's live here. How did I miss so many things? Thank you for the enthusiasm. Yes, I will get this. I would definitely finish this. Just need to be a bit more disciplined, basically, because that's one thing I'm weak at, being disciplined. So, what am I missing on this column? Oh, there's a 9 as well, so this can be a 5 and a 9, is it? No, hold on, 2, 5, 8, and 9. Yeah, this can be a 5 and a 9. I've got 5 and 9 there, so that's 2 and 8. That's a 9. I can't open up this quadruple. So 1, 2. Can I see any more 2's? 2, 2, 2. Nope. Gotta head out, have fun. Cool. Heading out? What time is it, Juice? Isn't it like 3 a.m.? Why are you heading out? That's a very strange time to be heading out. Unless you're prepping your van with your candy van. I shouldn't make jokes like that because, yeah, that's disgusting. Sorry, I don't know why my mind went there, so apologies. Okay, we've got a pair of nines over here. So the nines are locked in columns 1 and 3 in this cage, and they can only go in columns 1 and 3 in this cage as well. So the nines have to go in these two cells. Does that help me though? Doesn't look very helpful, if I must say so myself. So 5, 8, 9, and 2. Can't make any deductions there, so... Oh, you're travelling back home? Oh my god! Like you're going home? That must be a really long journey. You're starting at a really weird time, so we'll have a very safe trip, and I'm sure Elaine will be very happy that you're going home because someone will be able to play Borderlands with her now. Unfortunately, that someone isn't me, and I'm very saddened by that. Okay, so I'm still a bit all over the place, so remember what we said, we're going to be disciplined. So let's scan all the numbers properly. Ones are all pencil marked in. Twos, 2, 2, 2. Nothing special happening with the twos. Threes. I do wish I have a mouse that I can use or show people my mouse to see what I'm scanning, basically, because without that, it's quite... Yeah, I have to use the keyboard to move around, and it's not fun at all. Even though it's not a dog shit mouse. 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, nothing happening with the 5s. 6. Oh wow, nothing happening to 6s either, so 7s are locked down as an X-wing, so 8s. I am surprised by today's puzzle. Didn't expect it to be another tough one. I don't think it's super tough, but I'm just not hitting the right notes. So, yes, that was a reference. Dog shit mouse. I do actually have 2 shitty mouse that I brought with me for Christmas, but they were meant for work reasons. My wife and I both have our work laptops, so I took a work mouses, mice. But yeah, it turns out I forgot to bring my work laptop's charger, so I can't actually use my work laptop. So I continue to work through my for my MacBook, using a browser to do the VPN, basically. Okay, so I've just finished another scan. Turns out there are no new information for just to be scanned. So I'm back to square one, basically. But what I'm going to do is look at these numbers again, these cells with 2 candidates, and see if I can find any hidden pairs around the grid. 1 and 4. For anyone on YouTube, I'm so sorry if this is really painful to watch, as I bungle my way through this puzzle. I'm sure something is glaring at me right in my face, and I'm just not seeing it. So many apologies. But yeah, I'm definitely not seeing anything over here. So what about the 5 and 8? 5 and 8. Nope. 8 and 9. Nope. 4 and 7. No use. Pretty sure, yeah, because there's a 4 on the column. 3 and 9, 1, 8. I think everything at the bottom I used up. So, Okay, I think we need to look at the weak areas again because there's some new weak areas. Let's have a look at this one then. What am I missing on this column? I'm missing 2, 4, 5, and 9. Okay, 2, 4, 5, and 9. So it means this is 2 and 9 because I can see 4 and 5. And 2, 5, 9. Yeah, that's not useful at all. So I think I've already looked at this one, which is 3, 4, and 9. So it's really the 9 that's being sticky at the moment. This is 2, 3, and 9 as well. Definitely getting a pattern with the 3s and 9s, but I'm not sure what it means. And these are 3s and 6s. Maybe it's about the 3s and 6s, and I didn't realize it. It's definitely not horizontal. Although 3s and 6s can't live there, but 3 and 6, the 3 can live there, and over here as well. So there's no 3, 6 hidden pair on this row. What about in this row? 3 and 6 can't go there. A 6, 3 and 6 can go there, but it can also go in these two cells as well. So that's also no good. Oh my god, I'm really struggling with this puzzle, and I don't know what the breaking point is. Let's look at the rows. That's probably what I'm missing. So this is 2, 5, 8, and 9. Okay. 2, 5, 8, and 9. I'm not seeing enough 2s to make any difference. I'm not seeing enough 9s either, so wow, I'm really struggling here. This is shocking. Absolutely shocking. Okay, I don't think I'm going to find them with just the quadruples, so maybe I need to expand into the pentagonals, which I'm generally not in favour of doing. But yeah, we're stuck. We're absolutely stuck on this puzzle. So we need to pull something special out of the bag, I think. I'm not sure what that something is, if I'm honest. I'm really hesitant to do more pencil markings, but if you're doing this normally, I think it's definitely worth just doing more pencil markings, basically, because that should lead you to the path of glory. I'm just trying to be resistant against it, to kind of like find a more logical way of deducing the puzzle. There may be something going on in this row, actually, so pardon the sniffles, they're coming back out. 1, 2, 4, 8, and 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4, and 8. So this must be a 3 and 4 because I can see 1, 2, and 8 on the column. So if this is 3 and 4, well, this can't be a 3 and 4, and this can't be a 3 and 4. But this can be a 3. God damn it. So again, that's kind of pointless. Oh my god. What am I missing from this puzzle? I really don't. I've been doing a lot of kind of pencil marking everything recently, and I'm not liking it because that's kind of against the spirit of doing Sudokus. You kind of want to do them with minimal amount of pencil markings as possible, but otherwise, if you're completely stuck, you might as well turn on auto candidate mode in New York Times because yeah, it's a bit exhausting otherwise. Okay, I'm just going to scan these columns that I haven't looked at yet to see if there are actually any additional clues around. Let's see, what am I missing? I can see 1, 2, no, I can see 1, 3, 4, so 2 and 4 are here. 2, 4, 2, 4, 5, and 9. That's too many numbers. This can be 2, 8, and 9. So that's no good, really. This is 2 and 8, isn't it? No, it can't. Oh, hang on. This can't be an 8. Oh, so this is 2 and 9. 2 and 9. Pretty sure that's not useful at all because the 2s are quite rare. Hang on a sec. I've not looked at the 2, 3, and 9 again in a while. Have we actually made any further progress with them? I don't think we have. 1, 2, 4, 8, and 3. Oh, hold on a sec. What can this be? I think this is a 1 and 8 pair, actually. But it's a hidden pair, right. So on this row, I'm missing 1, 2, 3, 4, and 8. In the 1, 2, 3, 4, and 8 on this row. Because I've got 5, 6, 7, and 9. So what can this cell see? You can see a 2, 3, and 4. So it has to be a 1 and 8. It can only be a 1 or an 8. So that forms a 1, 8 pair on this column. Is that going to help us, is the question. I'm pressing X to doubt, but let's have a look then. If these are 1s and 8s, what does that do for us? That leaves me 2, 5, 6, 7, and 9. Oh, do apologise for the sniffles. I just need to get another tissue, so be right back. And I'm back. Right, let's hope that this is going to help us. So, these are 1s and 8s. I'm missing 2, hold on, I'm missing 2, 5, 6, 7, and 9. Okay, 2, 5, 6, 2, 5, 6, 7, and 9. That's a low number to keep track of. But I think, let's see, can't put any 9s in this cage anymore. So I think this is a 2 and 5. It would be nice if it's a 2 and 6. But alas, I don't think it is. So where can the 2s go? 2 can't go in this cage. So 2s can go up there as well. So that's a bummer. 2. Okay, where can the 5s go? 5 can go in this cell, and that cell. So 5, 2, 5, 6. 6 can go in here, in here. Oh my god. There's a lot. There are a lot of candidates, so I think I need to actually pencil mark them in to see them, to visualize them. So let's do that. So these are where 2s can go. 5s can go here, here, and here. 6 can go here, here, and here. 7s here and here only. Okay. So this is what we're looking at, and it's completely useless. This is not helpful at all, in the slightest. That's very disappointing. Finding that hidden pair of 1s and 8s has not helped me one bit with this puzzle. How annoying. Yeah, my disappointment is definitely infinite, and my day is definitely ruined. Let's have a look at this row again. Can we do more with this row? Maybe there's something else going on. So 1, 2, 2 can go here. Oh, this is so painful. Oh, 2's can only go in these two cells, so maybe there is something going on there. So where can a 4's go? 4 can't go there. Can go here. Can't go there. 2, 4. 3. Where can a 3's go? Can go in these two cells and that cell. 4's. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 8. So that's everything pencil marked in then. Because I've got all the 1's. And once again, that's not helpful. Okay, I'm officially going to give up because this is just not fun anymore. And I don't want to drag the video on too much longer because I've already spent half an hour on it. So I'm going to turn on auto candidate mode to see what I'm actually missing. Okay, so I've got 1 8 pair there, therefore I just need to do some cleaning up as part of that. So I'm only cleaning a single 8 over there. Are there any pointed pairs? So 2's can't go in there. 2 and 6. 2, 8. Pretty sure, yeah, I can remove the 4's from these cells. So I may need to flicker between auto candidates and the other mode. Yep, 9's can't go in these cells because of where they're restricted on the columns. So oh my god, there's a naked number here. How did that happen? So on this row I'm looking for 5, 8, 2 and 9. But there's a pointer pair of 5's there. Oh my god, this is what I've missed out on. So this is actually a 2. Can't believe I missed that. Can't believe I missed that. I really feel rubbish about that because oh my god, if I spotted that, then the 6 and 2 are resolved. And that means, what does that mean for us? It means there's still more to be done, but at least we're getting somewhere. That means the 6's are in these two cells. Oh, I'm really annoyed with myself now that I missed that too. Because I'm pretty sure the puzzle now goes. Oh, so, what a performance. What a terrible performance. Okay, so where do we go next? Maybe it's not over yet. Got 6 and 9's locked in the same cells, but are there anything else locked in the same cells? I don't think so. Trouble is now the grid is a little bit messy because I've added pencil markings in what I don't normally do. And yeah, it's really hard to read the grid now. And this is why I typically like to stick to minimal pencil markings. It's because I won't get stuck like I am right now in not really understanding what the pencil markings are telling me. Because there's just too much going on. 6's, 6 can go in this cell as well. Just got to bear that in mind. 6's, 7's, 8's, 9's. So 9's are locked in these cells. Well, I guess it's not finished yet. Yeah, I guess it's not over yet because I'm still not seeing an obvious path to victory. So let's put the auto candidates back on for a second. There's something else that's amiss, and we need to spot that before we can solve this puzzle. Oh, this is such a painful video for the YouTube visitors. These are the kind of videos that kind of reinforces the idea there's no point in following me because, yeah, I'm just a bit useless at this. 3, 4, 1, 1's, twos. Two, 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 threes. I almost feel like I should do some homework before every puzzle and actually kind of like check out the state of the puzzle before I start. But then it's a lot more work for me. I'd rather just do them live. Fours, four, 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 fives. There's nothing special going on with the fives. Six. Oh my god, are you kidding me? Does this puzzle still not break? Sixes, sevens, eights. Yeah, I still can't see anything with this puzzle. I still can't see what the solution is. I wonder if they changed the... Oh, hang on a sec. This can't be an 8. I don't think that's going to help me though. 8. But... Oh, thank you. Thank you for your thank you for your support. I don't know if they're well placed, but yeah. Yeah, I'm still stuck. Okay, I've done another scan of the grid and I can't see anything. So I think I need to look for something hidden around the board. 2, 3, 6, 2, 6. No, it may be in one of the cages. I suspect there's a hidden triple in one of these cages, and I can't quite spot it yet. Not in there. 2, 3, 9, 8. No. 2, 4, 5. Nope, can't see it. Okay, let's look in the columns as well then. Ah, there we go. There's a 3, 8, 9 triple on this column. So could I have realistically spotted that? I don't know. I don't know. But basically, I've got 3, 8, and 9 living in 3 different cells. So therefore, 3 and 9 can't live there. 3 and 9 can't live there. 9 can't live there. So there's a 2, 4, 6 triple as well. So could I have spotted a 2, 4, 6 triple? Probably not. So what does cleaning them up do for us? I don't know. I still can't see anything as a result. So 2 and 4 there, 2 and 6 here, and 4 and 6 here. That is not opening any doors for us. Still. My God. Okay, 2s, 3s. I guess 3s are now pointed in this cage, so that can't be a 3 anymore. That leaves another pointed pair of 3s there. Okay, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, there's only one place for the 9 to live on in this cage now, so this has to be a 9. And we may finally be getting somewhere. Should I actually turn off auto candidates? Well, let's see what we can do. So we can tell the 9 goes there. So does that lock the 8 in? It locks the 8 in these 2 cells. I'm still not convinced I'm going to be able to solve this yet, but let's see what we can do. These are now 2, 5, and 8, and I've got 2 and 8 looking to this cell, therefore it must be a 5. So that being a 5, that tells me that this can't be a 5 anymore. These are 2, 4, and 8. So 2, 4, and 8. Can a 2 go in there as well? I don't see why not. 2, 4. So the 4s are locked in these cells. Oh my god, this is so painful. Hold on, this doesn't look right. 2, 8, and 5. So this can't be an 8. Hold on, I've got 2 and 5 there. What's... Oh yeah, the 5. So the 5 breaks the 2 and 5 there. Therefore, this must be an 8. So I've got 2, 4 pair there. Therefore, this can't be a 2 anymore. And yeah, this is the only place left for the 2, and this opens up a pair of 2s there. Yeah, that's what. There must be a bit of a lag between us because yeah, I kind of saw that before I saw your message, but yeah, I think it's because you're in Australia and I'm in the UK, and there's a bit of delay. But thank you for the heads up, and hopefully this is now no, this can still be a 3. So 3, 6, and 4 in this cage. Oh my God. 2 and 9 in there, still not resolved. But I think I should just be disciplined again and yeah, get rid of the 5 up here. So this is a 5. So I got a pair of 5s there. Got a pair of 5s here. Okay, so these are 2, 8, and 9. Any stories to tell with 2, 8, and 9? Yes. There's a pair of 2s there, so 2 is locked in this cell. Does that open up the 4? Yes, that locks the 4 in there, which means this must be a 3 now then. So 3, 6, and 4 are resolved. I really hope I haven't made a mistake along the way. These are 3, 8, and 9, so these are 8 and 9. And strangely, I still can't resolve that. So this is a 3 and 9 as well. So 3, 5, and 9 on this row. Damn it. 2, 4, and 9. Damn it, enough the 9s. But however, this 3 and 6 are resolved by the 6. So what does the 3 do for us? It locks the 3 in these 2 cells and 3's in these 2 cells. So these are 3, 8, and 9, aren't they? So let's pencil mark them in anyway, even though I don't like to. So, so 8 are now locked in these 2 cells. 8, 8, 8. Let's see. 8 pencil marked in left middle cell, middle row. Oh, here. So yes, that can't be an 8. Oh yeah, actually, this is a pair, so it can't be a 3. It must be 1 and 4, so that resolves the 1 and 4, actually. Should have noticed that. And these are a pair as well. It can't be a 4, so it must be 6 and 7. I've got 6 there, so that resolves the 6 and 7. So that unlocks the final 7, leaving me 3, 5, and 9. Yeah, I've got 5 and 9 there, so this must be a 3. And this must be a 5 and 9. That unlocks the 3 and the 9 and the 3. So, any resolutions here? 2, 8, and 9 can still be 2 and 9. Unbelievable. But over here, this can't be a 6 anymore. It's 5 and 8, but I've got a 5 there, so 8 and 5 are resolved. 8 and 1 are resolved. This can't be a 3, so it must be a 9, 3, and 4 there. So 4 can't go there. Must be here, and a 2, and a 2, and a 9, and the 8, and a 9, and the 8. That's a big oof. Big oof with today's puzzle. I definitely feel like the New York Times hard Sudokus are getting harder recently. I'm getting stuck more often than before, so I wonder if they changed the algorithm slightly, which is not a bad thing because I do need to improve on my Sudokus. So, but yeah, that I'm glad that wasn't on a work day. I'm glad that wasn't a Sunday because if I had to go to work, yeah, that would be a bit painful. I'll be really late. So no worries at all. To be honest, like I've kind of messed up the puzzle a bit anyway, so I think back seating was probably valid. So with that in mind, I think we're going to move on to the mini crosswords. So now that we're done with the numbers, we can't even with the numbers anymore. We're going to go letters. So fortunately, the mini crosswords rules are the same as Sudokus, as if you don't already know that. So let's have a look. Attachment to a juice box, I believe is a straw. Fuzzy fruit. Oh, I don't know what they're called, but I have a vague idea. But bicker, I guess that's argue. Largest of the Greek islands. I don't know Greek at all, so I don't know Greece anyway. Painters then. Is that going to be yet another easel? Because we've been having easel a lot lately. Widest key in the keyboard is the space bar. Um, Something incognita, unexplored land. No idea. Flies into fits of rage. Oh, sorry, flies into fits of anger. I'm already reading that as rage. So, ah, as if. What did a complimentary angle say to the other angle? You're looking acute today. So I think I spelled easel incorrectly. It's spelled like this. So puns, I like them. There's no need to reinvent it in a saying. That's the wheel. So I think this is the peach now. And it's not what I thought it was at all. And the largest Greek island, I still have no idea. And something incognita, unexplored land. I'm going to go for Taree because Tara is something about the earth, isn't it? But close but no cigar. Oh dear, what am I getting wrong? I'm going to guess that is that letter. I completely misspell easel, but Terra is definitely something about land. So there we go. That's the first mini crossword done. Let's move on to the archive one. So despite the terrible performance in oh yeah, what was that word horizontally? Let's have a look. Largest of the Greek islands. So apparently is this place. Don't know how you pronounce it, but I guess it is what it is. Also, I just realized I didn't make it bigger. So this is the Greek island. That is the biggest in Greece. Even though we have to, even when zooming in, we still can't see the name. So way to go, Apple Maps. I want to know what the island, what the name of the island is, but it's not telling me. So yay for Apple Maps. By the way, I don't use Google because Google have had enough of my data and I'm avoiding a little bit. I'm not a big Apple fan either, so even though I use a lot of Apple products, if there's a better competitor that's going to give me the quality, then I'll definitely switch up. But anyway, let's see. Let's have a look at the archive mini crosswords. So this one is from Saturday, November 30th, 2019. Just to put ourselves in context here, because yesterday's archive mini crosswords had Ruth Bader Ginsburg in, and obviously she's passed away already. And but you know, if it wasn't an archive one from 2019, then you could have ruled her out. But since it was 2019, like the context of when it was, sometimes is useful. Okay, so with that in mind, Williams in Country Music Hall of Fame. Sorry, I don't know my American country music. Opposite of specific. I guess it's vague. Funny business. That's too vague for me. Network exact concern. I guess that's ratings. Swan Lake roll. White swan, I guess. Would it be just white? No. Restaurant stack. Oh, struggling here. Perched upon. Oh man, this is a tricky one, isn't it? Really overact. Exaggerating. No, nope, not getting this one. Secret Service members. Oh my days. I wonder if vague is incorrect actually. So gentle reminder. That's a nudge. I have to give many gentle nudges to my colleagues in the past, so quite familiar with that one. Parts of pianos, those are keys. Give a thumbs up to a ballad measure. So I guess that's voting. Give a thumbs up. I don't know. Space scatterbrain. Space scatterbrain. Mm, Oh, that's on the tip of my tongue, but I can't tell what it is. Capital of Italy to an Italian. I'm guessing this means it's Rome, but it's the spelling of Rome in Italian. So it's going to be like Roma or something like that rather than Rome. Let's put it in for now. So William in the Country Music Hall of Fame. No idea. Funny business, I guess it's comedy. Swan Lake. Still not getting this one. Restaurant stack. We think it starts with an M, so it's not plates. Menu. Menus. I think that would make sense. Perched upon. I still don't know what this one is. Really overreact. Still struggling on this one. Secret Service members. Agents. So that makes me think this is Hank Williams, because I can't think of many names that ends with A and K. So if it's an H, what would that be? I still can't figure this out. So space CA space Scatterbrain A B C D E F G H I J K L space. Oh, is it Space Cadet? That sounds weird. I don't think that's right. D E F G H I J K L M Space Camel M N O P Q R S T U V W X Y Z. Okay, I think I'm gonna have to open up to suggestions because I'm definitely getting stuck here. And yeah, I don't think I'm gonna get this. Perched upon. Hmm. You expect this to be a past tense, but what is Rome to Italians? And what is this space thing? Swan Lake roll and really overact. I guess overact, that's to do with acting, isn't it? Rather than, I'm thinking about being dramatic. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z. No, I'm not getting it. So I think I need to look up something Williams for Country Music Hall of Fames or capital of Italy. Rome in Italian. How to say Rome in Italian? It's Roma, so I was right. It was an A. So let's see. Perched upon. I think I'm going to check as well to make sure that I haven't. Yeah, so voting was incorrect. That would make sense. So vote Give thumbs down. Oh, hang on. Give a thumbs down to a ballot measure. So it's vote no. Oh my god. That was bad. Doesn't really change things up a bit at all for me though, because I'm still not getting perched upon. Oh my god. Have I been? Oh no, I thought I was muted the whole time. I didn't manage to get to the mute button before I sneezed, so sorry about that. Perched upon. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, oops, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z. Nope, not getting it. So, what the hell is space? I guess I need to look up Swan Lake, perhaps. Oops. Swan Lake. What characters are in Swan Lake? So, instruments, roles. Let's have a look. Prince Odette. So, okay. Right, so I think this is Space Cadet, but somehow that's Scatterbrain, so I don't know why. I did not know that Space Cadet is that, basically. So, perched upon at a ton? No, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O. Atop. There we go. So, something up. Oh, ham it up. Oh my god. That was painful. I did not enjoy that. Not gonna lie, did not enjoy that. So, spelling beads time. I don't think Kelly Fries is here today, so I am on my own. Let's see. It's not homage, is it? Homage is definitely one of the words that is possible. Oh, is it homepage? Oh, there we go. That's the pangram for the day. And instantly stopped me from playing anymore. So, well, I guess that's today's stream because that spelling bee's done as well. So, a bit disappointing. But thank you for hanging out. And it is time for a raid, I believe. So let's see if anyone is online. That is, in fact, are you online right now? Sweet. No, you're not. You're not playing any Hades. So let's see if there's anyone else that's worth raiding. And let's have a look at puzzles. Anyone playing puzzle games? Doesn't look like it. Oh, Phasmophobia. That's not really what I was looking for. So, no. Puzzle is no good. What about Sudokus? Anyone else playing Sudokus? No, just me. Crosswords, perhaps? Crosswords. Damn it, no one else is playing games, so... ooh. Dark Twinge is playing Advanced Minesweeper, so why not? Why not? Let's give him a raid. So he does a lot of puzzle games, and he's just a really chill dude. So, yeah, let's raid him. And I shall see you next time, perhaps. Perhaps when you play some Hades, if you're still around. Catch you later.